everything. Welcome, family, Left Lane family. Welcome back to the Left Lane Chronicles, where the highway is more than asphalt. It's a canvas of stories. Today, we've got a rider whose story stretches beyond the road. She's a Marine, once a Marine, always a Marine. She's a content creator, and she's putting miles under her belt like it's second nature. Her weapon and choice, a Harley Davidson Street Glide. Your bike has a name? Does it have a name?
Midnight.
Midnight. All right. Her battlefield now, the state lines she crosses, one ride at a time. This isn't just about horsepower, it's about heart, hustle, and the hunger to keep pushing. Y'all meet Jynxx Revved, proof that once a Marine, always a Marine, even when the uniform is leather and the mission is freedom. Welcome to the left lane, Jynxx Revved.
Hi.
So, how you doing today? How you feeling tonight?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. Glad to have you on. And seeing that you are a fellow jarhead slash crayon eater, you came from the Marine Corps, into the moto world. How does the discipline from the service translate to the open road?
Well, it's more so mental for me, that mental discipline, because as a solo traveler, you really have to push through various environments that a lot of people don't warn you about. So just having the ability to keep pushing in rain and cold weather is it definitely takes a lot for someone, especially as a beginner rider, because I've only been riding for 2 years. I just hit my 2 year mark this year of riding. So I'm still learning. So the discipline part is still growing. When I go do my cross country, I'm sure I'll be tested more on the mental aspect.
Okay. So do you find it kind of difficult to like adapt in certain like weather conditions or terrains?
No, because the, the first piece of advice when I first started riding was there's nothing to it but to get through it. So in the rain, my first ride in the rain, there was no sympathy there. There was like, come on, let's go. And from then, I just been riding. Like rain doesn't phase me. I will leave in the rain unless it's crazy weather, like lightning. I still may ride, but I may pull over for a couple of minutes just to kind of gather my mental.
So do you feel as though like while out there, riding solo? Because I think I've seen a lot of your videos, you was mostly solo. Um, do you find that to be one of the more therapeutic things for you, riding solo, or do you prefer to ride in a group?
Oh no, definitely solo. All my rides pretty much I've done solo. And it's more so, like you said, peace of mind. And you get to really go at your own pace and learn more about yourself on the road. And I love the scenic routes. And one of the things I find riding with someone is sometimes they might not enjoy the same things that you may enjoy. Or when you're trying to gas and go, they're trying to just sit at the gas station and smoke and joke. And sometimes I'm on a mission to get to my destination so I can enjoy the destination, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I can agree with that because me personally, like whenever I'm traveling, I do like to just gas and go versus sit there and chew up time. Like
Mhm.
I'm like, man, let's just roll. You know what I mean? Because you already got the momentum and you got
Right.
and you going. You just want to get to the destination. Um, I prefer to just gas and go. Um, and as far as that, where you have other people's like comfortabilities on what they like to do, I know people who don't ride on highway. Me personally, I would not sit here and take back roads everywhere I go. I'm telling you right now, it's
Absolutely
not
not.
gonna happen. You
Especially
know,
at night.
so
Absolutely not.
oh yeah, definitely not at night. So um we do have someone here, Hogging Lanes said you're a
Hi.
road runner. And TD said he feel you. Gas and go.
Gotta get out of there.
Yeah, I mean, I get if you need a little snack, but you know, eat your beef jerky or whatever on
Hmm.
a, you know what I mean?
Right.
So,
Yeah.
so with that, you know, every rider has their first big ride. So, what was your longest run and what did it teach you?
My longest run currently or what's upcoming?
Your longest run currently.
My longest run currently was Detroit, and I did that right after work. Took 1 hour nap in Charlotte. So it took me about 18, 19 hours, and I broke down in Ohio. Had to get a new stator
Oh
and
man.
everything. So I experienced a lot on that ride. Experienced fog for the first time. People don't talk about fog enough at night, especially going through the mountains and everything. So,
How was your time in Detroit? Did you feel like it's some place you would ride back to?
oh, of course. I listen. The mountains are beautiful. The roads were horrible in Detroit. Let's get that straight. The roads were horrible, but I love experiencing what each state has to offer. So before I go on every trip, I create like a little itinerary. So like their most famous restaurants, like iconic places to visit, and I try to kind of build my trip around that. So I'm not just riding to a destination like, okay, that's it. I
Yeah.
should actually enjoy it. That's why sometimes I struggle with content because most of the time I'm just kind of in the moment.
Okay. I mean, I feel like a lot of times like as content creators, you get that moment where it's like a mental block because you do want to have fun. You know, you do like you said, you want to enjoy the moment. Because if you don't get it, then you don't have anything to post. You know, so you kind of gotta play a little devil's advocate with that. I would say, me personally, I do not plan itineraries. I'm about just the road, me, the bike, and just the
Mhm.
win. And always feel like whenever like you plan something, sometimes plans can get messed up.
Right.
So for me, the only plan I have really is just get on the bike and go. You know,
Right.
so I just want to enjoy it, live in the moment.
Yeah, and I tell people all the time when they ask me how I do my trips. I think sometimes people forget the ride is a little bit different as a female. We have to be a little bit more aware about our surroundings. Like I know people camp out on their bikes. That's not really thing for women, especially during
Mm.
these times. So that's why I try to plan out as best as I can because you know, you might have somebody you think you can rely on and they may fall short. So it's always just good to have your backup plan, have your funds in order so you can provide for yourself, you know.
Hey, I feel you. I mean, I haven't camped out yet, but if I have to, I will. I wouldn't mind. Um, I try to find the cheapest hotel, if anything.
Hmm.
I don't know. I already care for it to be like crazy expensive. Um, so you ride a street glide. What made you go to the street glide?
Okay. When I was when I was younger, all the old heads that I knew, they really had show bikes, like big
Hmm.
bagger, big wheel bikes. And when I took the Harley course, at first I used to have this obsession with like the fat bobs, but then, like I told you before we came on here, I knew I wanted to do long distance riding, and so people always say road glides to the front, but I immediately knew I wanted I immediately knew that I wanted a street glide. It was just more comfortable for me. And for my first bike, the first thing I did was go home and lay it down so I knew how to pick it back up.
Oh man, that's what I'm
Listen,
talking
right in the
about.
driveway. I said I can't be on the side of the road. I can't be going into a curb and can't pick up my own bike as a new rider. That's embarrassing.
Hey, don't be embarrassed. It happens to the best of. Even some of the most experienced riders have dropped their bikes.
Mm.
And you see what TD 205 said, right?
The road glide or no glide.
Yeah. Road
I'm
glide,
not
baby.
starting today.
I don't care what you ride your ride. I'm gonna sit here and joke with y'all a little bit on that one. I have a road glide, you know what I'm saying? So for me, it was more comfortable coming from a
Eventually, I'll
sport bike.
get there. But I like my street glides. Nobody can ever make me hate a street glide
You ain't gotta
ever.
hate it, but the road glide is ultimately better. We just gonna throw that out there.
And I tried both before I made a decision, and I still chose the street glide.
Oh man. Hey TD man, you gotta pass on some words of wisdom, all right? So for so what is it that street glide represent for you? Because I know you said you went home, you wanted to you got a big bike. Is this your first? Well, let me start by saying this: is this your first bike or
Yes, first bike ever.
first bike? Is a Harley?
Yes.
Hey, hey, let's do it. Let's do it. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, my first bike was a sport bike. You know what I'm saying? I think that's where I started at.
No,
Going on a lot.
I never liked street bikes. I don't know why, but it just never, I don't know. I don't know. I just never went that route. I still wouldn't either, even now that I've tried the street glide.
The road glide to me, I would say, gave me more comfort in the sense that it has the fixed fairing and it makes me feel
Mhm.
like it kind of give me that feel like I'm still on a sport bike the way it feels in rides for me at least.
Mhm.
Um, and them things want to lean, you know. Logic
Yeah.
says first bike was a V rod. See, you got look now you got the
Oh
chat
my
over here
goodness.
going back and forth. I'll look. Hey, you know what? Hey, chat, we need a poll. How
Okay.
many how many how many road
Okay.
glides we got in here?
Okay. So I see a road king. Okay, road king.
I ain't gonna lie, road
Every
kings.
time another road king tip, and I'm like, I get it. I
I ain't
get
gonna
it.
hold you. I see how they be doing the road kings out there in Cali with the paint work and everything.
Oh,
I
listen,
will say they be looking
listen.
clean.
Tricked out bikes. I love it. I love to see it.
Yeah, I ain't gonna be mad at the road king. I'm gonna say
Okay.
right now, if Gab was on here, she loves a road king. So
Oh,
new
see,
rider here as well. And my first bike is
I know
my
that's right. Come on. I love that for you. On fifth. Oh,
fifth road glide.
I'm trying to
Dang,
figure out
chat.
how
What I'm talking
long. I'm trying to figure out how long they've been riding for to be on their fifth point.
about. Listen, I don't know if look. This is my first Harley is my road glide. Will I purchase another one anytime soon? Probably not. Um,
Mhm.
I love Mystique. She does right by me.
Yeah, I love midnight. You know, I am contemplating on maybe getting another street glide, but it just depends. First bike, you kind of have that attachment.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really get like too attached to it because it is like something material. You know what I'm saying? But I will say I do enjoy the fact that I get to modify my bike the way I want and that it gets a lot of compliments. So that right there within itself is amazing.
Yeah, that's what I said. If the next bike I get, I'm definitely gonna put my own flair and color to it. And
You
then
got to.
when I get like mid 30s, 40s, that's when I'm gonna get my bagger, like my big wheel bagger, and start tricking it out a little bit.
Definitely want to road
When
king
I
down the
get-
line. Maybe
Too
somebody here in
much
the chat
traveler
could,
said 25 years.
yeah, somebody in the chat could probably let you know of some good places to take it to get your paint work and stuff done if you want to
Mhm.
check it out that way. I'm pretty sure somebody here knows somebody. Uh,
No, I haven't.
hey, Logic,
I'm
I don't know what
sorry.
that is. Was that supposed to be old?
I'm sorry. I'm so
Just-
sorry.
oh
I'm
man.
sorry. You don't want to know how old I
So
am then.
so I know that you said that the road can be challenging. We spoke about adapting and whatnot. Do you
Mhm.
feel that well how does that mindset show um as you're on your journeys? Like whatever journey you take, how does that adaptation show? Or how are you
Repeat.
able to adapt? That was wrong
How am
English.
I okay? How am I able to adapt to the environment when I'm on the
Yes,
road?
while you're out on the road. I know you said your stadium went out.
Um,
How did that affect you mentally?
well, honestly, for it to be 2 years of riding, this was my first big um breakdown, I guess. My first big issue. So when it happened, I was like, oh, it's about that time, I guess. And
Yeah.
I was able to get it jump started. And the nearest Harley was like in Dayton, Ohio or something. So when I tell you, sorry, chat, speeding through there to get to that Harley before my bike broke down again, I was speeding. I did not care. I said, if I get
Allegedly.
people, yeah,
Allegedly.
allegedly, they were gonna help follow me to the Harley and figure it out from there. But and then the Harley was great. It got me in and out. Now, the only thing that bothered me was when they were like, "Here, hundreds of dollars," but they hooked me up because they saw I was from Florida, and
Mm,
then they were like, "Oh yeah, we'll give you a discount and everything." So, what? Yeah, that it was okay. It sucked. I mean, and that's really the only time I'm like, "Oh dang, I wish I had somebody here with me so I wouldn't be sitting there bored, by myself." Or,
yeah.
but I try not to put too many things out there, especially mentally while I'm on the road, because sometimes you can kind of manifest your own reality.
Mm,
So I try to remain optimistic. Even that trip to Detroit from Jacksonville to Charlotte, 5 hours of rain straight. But I just had to keep doing it because to me, in my head, nobody's going to save me on the road. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like that willpower that you have to have as a writer.
yeah. I mean, I feel I feel like the bike community is pretty decent. Well, pretty good. I'm not gonna say decent. I think it's pretty good because I've been on the Mohawk Trail up in Massachusetts, and I was just stopping it just to take a picture. And
Hmm.
I've had other riders, slow down and stop asking, "Am I okay?" So I'm gonna be honest. I feel like a biker would stop. Someone who's riding or a group that's riding would stop and ask you if you're okay to help you out. Um, it's not common that I've seen anyone just like really just blow past someone unless they all the way in the left lane and you off to the
Hmm.
right shoulder. So
Right, because I've stopped for bikers. Um, they know them from a can of paint. I've stopped, made sure they were okay, called people, but I don't know something about when it's me. You know, that's why
mm,
people always laugh. They're like, "Jynxx, your bike is in the shop again." Yes, I make sure it's in tip top shape every time.
yeah. Hey, don't feel bad. Every time I come back, my local Harley dealership, they be like, "Where you coming from?" As soon as they see me, "Where you coming from?" I'm like, "Well, I mean, I really just came from Virginia or I came from, somewhere, but
Nothing
uh,
crazy.
yeah, because myself and Gab, we rode to Detroit and then St. Louis, and then I had a
Hmm.
14-hour ride to New York from St. Louis. So it was just,
Okay.
and yeah, that right there. To be honest, when I got to where I laid my head down, I was actually debating if I wanted to keep just pushing on home because
Mhm.
I'm like, I'm not really tired and I know I can make it, but I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna just stop. I already stopped the bike. So sometimes, you know, depending on how I'm feeling, I may push through a ride. I haven't had any major breakdowns, knock on wood. So it is important to, make sure your bike is tip top, which brings us to, what are some things that you tend to do before every trip to make sure that, after everything that happened, what do you do now to make sure that your bike and your gear is squared away?
Keep it in the shop.
Well, it can't
Because
sleep in the shop.
listen, I keep it in the shop, and then I do my inspections. As I continue like going the distance with riding, I'm starting to learn. Okay, by how my bike sounds, that something's wrong. Because when I got back from Detroit, ACR, and I needed new heads, but I knew something was off because my bike started sounding like raspy. And I'm like, that's not
Mhm.
how my bike sounds. It sounds like a grown man on a regular day. So I'm like, oh no. And I learned how to do my shifter. I learned how to do
Yeah,
that, oil and everything. So I'm progressively learning, um, because some things I feel like now I just have to learn how to do myself.
yeah. I feel like learning new things on your bike, what learning how to maintain your bike is also learning your bike. And on the
Right.
road, definitely learn your bike. Trust me, you do. Um, I'm the same way. I like to learn new things. I
Mm,
have people that work on bikes that I'll sit here and I'll just watch them do it, and I'll ask questions, and they have no problem. Like TD here, I hey, I asked him questions,
mm,
and he was able to point me in the right direction with a few things. And I don't know if you ever watched a lot of his videos, but he does some pretty awesome videos with installs and even like doing like slow speed videos and stuff like that. So
mm.
a lot like I would say you're in a good spot because you're also inside the bubble of content creators now where you can reach out to a lot of these people and they'll be more than happy to put in the miles to come help you out, you
Well, I'm
know.
gonna tell y'all this. I'm gonna tell y'all this. I'm not a content creator by choice. I'm, I'm not a content creator by choice. When I first started writing, I didn't even really know much about the bike set in general. Um, didn't know about the parties like that. I came in fresh. So, and if you guys follow me on Instagram and you see, my story, when I was with Tiffany during Bike Week in Daytona, she was the one that actually was like, "Hey, get that camera and press record." And so I was like, "No, girl, I'm not doing that. That's too much work. Like they can see me at an event or a rally or something." She's like, "No, just press record and post it." So then I started doing it, and then people are like, "Oh, what you doing now? Where you going to next? Come to this event?" And I'm like, "Ooh." I'm like, "Hold on now. Wait a minute. I'm just here for the ride, guys." But I'm just now starting to open up to the community as a whole. And so I try to tell people when I meet them in person, like I told you, I'm a long distance writer, not really a party girl or anything. So it's definitely new to me. And as I prepare for this big trip I have in 2 weeks, um, I'm learning that there is a lot of support for sure. Because TD definitely supported me when I first started my YouTube, because I couldn't even believe I let people convince me to start a YouTube. And I'm just like, I don't even know how I got here. But here we
Hey,
are.
our journeys take us to places that are unknown, so I think that this is going to be one of those journeys that you will never forget, and you'll be glad that you did it when it's all said and
Mm.
done. So um as a creator, what are some of like the stressors you feel come with being a creator? Like what are some things that stress you out as a creator?
Honestly, I don't let creators stress me out because, like I said, that was not my plan to begin with.
Hmm.
If I get footage, I get footage. If I don't, I don't. Honestly, um, But I have realized through like people's messages and comments that like people are actually watching. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, it's like this is riding. There are plenty of bikers out there. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing special. I'm just riding my bike. And then, so now I'm just trying to make sure people know, like, hey, it is okay to go the distance. That's my biggest thing because I personally don't see a lot of people, especially my age, just do long distance riding. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? People are always riding to events or going with the intent to do something instead of just riding for the scenic views. But I'm a nature girl, so it works for me. And I know parties work for other people. That gives them their motivation to hit the road. So, I guess I'm just kind of finding my lane and people are kind of liking it. So,
I mean, as long as you stay true to who you are, people are always going to want to watch and see, you know,
mm,
what's going on. Um, I feel as though, like, I mean, anyone in the comments that are creators, feel free to chime in. But I feel like a lot of times, like when we all started this journey, we didn't think that people would want to watch, or we didn't know if people would
mhm,
listen and stuff like that. But as we see whatever we are putting out there, especially if it's a positive message, which a lot of the, you
mhm,
know, these creators are putting out positive messages. People need to hear what we're saying, or sometimes just watching our rides because they physically can't do it. Um, that right there helps them, feel like they're there. We give them
mhm,
a sense of being, somewhere. So I feel like just keep doing what you're doing, and it's going to help a lot of people. A lot of people are going to watch it, and it's going to motivate someone else, to get out there. It's going to motivate another young woman to get out there and get a bike and push her limits and see how
mhm,
far that machine will take her. It's going to encourage another young guy to get out here and get a camera just by even seeing this. I'm like, dang. So she wasn't even
mhm,
trying to do it. She just grabbed the camera and went. You know what I'm saying? So now it's
mhm.
gonna encourage some little kiddies to go that may watch this and be like, hey, I'm just gonna grab a camera and go. Because if she can do it, I can do it. So just understand that your content is art, and it's powerful. So whatever you put out there, just make sure, you keep putting out a positive message. You know what I mean? And stay true to who you are.
Yeah.
Before we continue, I just want to say someone in the comments had asked a question. Um, where is it? They was asking, not to hijack this, but they was asking Logic, where's he going? You might be interested in this too. So Logic actually has a biker crusade coming up.
Okay. Yeah, he said he's
So,
going to North Carolina in 2 days.
yep,
A little
and it's
bit
in North
above the
Carolina.
question, yeah.
I forgot to put the picture up here so that way, because Logic actually comes in and supports as well. But if you need that banner, if you could go to Logic's page, or if not, if you can't get to his page, reach out to me. I have it. I posted it up on my socials as well. But hey, Jinx, that might be something you might be interested in. Pulling up to that event.
Of course.
Uh,
If people let me know ahead of time, I'll come support.
I can't make it. I gotta be somewhere this weekend um, to an event in New York. So, uh, but yeah, just wanted to push it out there because someone asked the question. I don't know if Logic saw it. Who was it? What's his name? I think it was Hogan. Two Wheel Traveler. Yep. So I hope that answered your question. Two Wheels Traveler. So speaking of traveling and events coming up, do you have any big runs that you have coming up?
Yes, I'll be doing my I-10 to the end, and then I'll be going to the Ride to Eat rally, hosted by K Solo. He's one of the founders of that event.
Oh,
Everything is on Facebook. Just put in Ride to Eat 2025. But yes, that's my big ride that I'm preparing for, which is why I've been kind of like relaxing a little bit, because I am in school full time as well and I work full time. So just making sure I'm prepared to just enjoy that ride as is. Hmm.
Ride to eat.
Yes, I love to big back. Listen,
Listen, you ain't the only
I,
one. I'm pretty sure everybody in this chat love to be a big back at times or all the time. So
that's the first thing I do. I look up places to eat. I do not care, and I don't like eating things that are back home.
yeah,
Hate it
yeah.
unless it's Waffle House.
You always gotta try something new. You know what I mean? Don't be except for gas station food. Don't try that.
Never
Stay
have.
with
Mm-mm.
yeah,
I'm not setting
stay with
myself up for failure.
it.
I
And
know
doobly
better because when I go to the gas station, I have like this paranoia that I hear somebody picking up my bike. So I'm like, oh no, gotta go. When I'm
beer.
when I'm getting like little snacks, I'll be like, don't nobody go near my bike. Because even when I'm like out of state, people will see me pull up and they're like, I know there's not a girl all the way out here by herself, so I be thinking people go jack me.
I mean, it's always weird being in new places because every time I go into the store, I come out,
Hmm.
like you either get the people that just stare at you for a second as you walk into your bike, or you got people that I had people just like hovering around my bike, just looking. And then when I walk up, they're like, "Oh, how are you?" I'm like, and it'd be this most awkwardest interaction,
It's
because I'd be
awkward,
looking.
but then when the kids do it and they like run up to me, even though it freaks me out sometimes because I
Mm,
don't want them to burn their little legs on the pipes. I'm like, oh, they're just so cute. And so the parents be like, can we take a picture on your bike? And then I just let them do that. But other than that, when people stay too long, I'll be like, don't be awkward now because we can be awkward together.
I don't know. I feel like in person, like
Like,
I sometimes just, especially if I'm on the road, I really don't want to have to sit there and conversate too often with people for too long because I am actively trying to get where I'm trying to go. So like when they try to sit and talk to me, I kind of like just be staring at them in a way, and then they just be like, they're like, yeah, so like
yeah, yeah. I
trying to
do
get on the
that.
road,
I do that
man.
sometimes, but I only do that sometimes because, like I said, you never know people's intentions.
Yeah,
And if I feel like you're talking too long, I'm like, all right, somebody coming. You didn't call somebody, text somebody, but that's just like I said, my paranoia. Because I'm on the road by myself. Like I don't
yeah,
have a group of guys or whatever to protect me. You know what I'm saying? I can protect myself for sure, but you know what I'm saying? People tend to think, okay, maybe this is an easier target or whatever. And if you stare and don't say anything, that makes it even worse.
yeah. I just always, yeah, just get those weird vibes sometimes. People be sitting in their car just
Especially
like
at night.
say so,
Especially at
yeah, say something.
a lot of times I don't get off the bike.
Well, man, how do you take time to go to the bathroom, man? You got shoot, you gotta have to make some time.
He said a lot of the times. He didn't say
You,
not at
yeah,
all.
my man said, look, I use it on the go. Don't worry
He
about
said,
it.
listen,
I'll figure it out.
figure it out.
He said, I'll
Yeah, we
figure it out
talked
later
about
on.
gas and go earlier. Hmm.
Yep. So as a creator, what message do you hope to deliver to viewers?
That, like I said, it's hard to say as a creator because, like I said, still getting my feet wet. But I would definitely just say don't listen to people that try to make you what they want you to be. Because a lot of people will give you a lot of advice or opinions on how you should present yourself or what you should do. And it's your content, it's your ride. Like they say, ride your own ride. Your content is your own content. It's going to reach somebody. Um, because I know a lot of people would rather me. And, I get that. Maybe I'm in denial. Major Hog League. Maybe I'm in denial. But I would definitely say just do what you want to do because there's somebody out there like you.
See? And look, you have all this support right here. And that's why he said what he said. You are a creator. So don't ever downplay yourself. Just understand that what you're doing is definitely helping somebody
Mm.
somewhere out there, whether it's here in the States, or this reaches, or what your stuff reaches,
Mhm.
other countries, things of that nature, just know someone out there is watching. You know, you're giving somebody some type of motivation. And I gotta ask you too, because I noticed there are tons of veterans within the bike community. So if you could lead a ride to honor veterans, where would it be and why?
Oh my, that is so hard. And it's gonna sound so cliche. But I would definitely, you can't beat DC and all of their historical museums and, monuments and just memorials. And I was stationed in Quantico, so a lot of things that we went to and attended, you can't help but fall into silence, for respect of those who have served and passed away before you. I would definitely say DC. DC has so much to offer. And who knows, when I go across to the west, I might find something else. But right now, I think DC has a plethora of things, um, as far as knowledge, scenery, and just different ways to pay your respect.
I can agree with that. Do you see yourself in the future putting on an event that, not necessarily for veterans, or just in general, like putting on any type of meet and greets or party, like day party, or just something for the community to come out and spend time with you and get the other creators together?
No,
No.
no.
Hey,
And
chat.
that's just because, and it's not because,
If y'all want her to put on a an event, make sure y'all put some hang looses, all right, or a thumbs up.
and it's not that I would never. It's just for me, I'm still learning my ride and enjoying my ride. Um, okay. I'm like, okay, let's go. That's fine. But yeah, and I told y'all I'm shy. I was not playing when I said I'm shy. That's why I just like the road. Just like being on the road.
Well, according to the chat, what I'm saying, they looking forward to seeing you put on a ride. You know what I'm saying? It could be for whatever, for a good cause, whether it's anything. So on the road, I know we talked about you liking to go to different food spots. What would be your favorite road snack? Like a trail mix, beef jerky, chips, cookies, what?
Normally, sometimes I grab. I know this sounds weird because it's super hot in Florida, but those little Chobani yogurt drinks, love those. Sometimes, if they do have beef jerky, because I don't eat pork, I will get some beef jerky. Um, or just try to get some fruit, like pineapple or watermelon. Because sometimes I don't like being super sticky. I need something to kind of cool me down. And I always have water and electrolytes, but I keep it simple because I don't want too much going on in my stomach on the road.
Hey,
So,
I get it.
no, not even trying to risk it.
Yeah.
Yep,
Hey,
electrolyte.
y'all hear that, chat?
He said
Stay,
so
stay,
weird.
stay, stay away from that swine. You heard? Stay away from that swine. I don't do pork either.
I would try
Look,
to fruit is also, yeah. Especially if they, because some gas stations their fruit be a little iffy, but when if you find like the little mixed fruit, like the fresh
mhm.
pineapples and the grapes and the melon, that's always my go-to.
so while you're out there and you munching down and whatnot, what does your playlist look like? What genre
Yeah, I
do you
do not
normally?
want to go there.
Nah, we
um,
want to know.
I literally, okay, so my goodness, I listen to everything except for I probably only have like two country songs, but most of the time, hard rock, metal, love it. Classic rock, love it. Neo soul, love it. Throw some Erica Badu, Jill Scott, love it. Avenged Sevenfold, Kill Switch Engage, Traders, Irreversible. That song, very good. Sometimes rap, depending on my sense of urgency, because
Mm-hmm.
scientifically, you know, the music that you consume is put out and how you
Yeah.
operate. So sometimes when I'm ready to go and I'm just ready to vibe, I'll throw on some rap, but it's mostly like Outkast or that old school rap. Not a lot of the new stuff.
Hey, I'm with you on that. What about y'all, chat?
Oh,
What
Bucky's
y'all think about
definitely
the playlist?
Fast Lane, of course, Fig, RJ. Oh, West Coast music. Oh, come on, come on. Hands down, probably hard rock when I'm sleepy.
Yeah, that'll wake you up. Play some
Listen,
screamo or something in your
listen.
ears.
Everybody knows me knows I will listen to some West Coast music. Okay.
So if your street glide had a call sign, what would it be?
A call sign. What do you mean by a call sign?
Meaning, if it had like its own special nickname call sign, it's a reference to being in the Corps. Oh,
Damn,
that's
this
right.
is
You wasn't out there like that, huh?
uh,
So whenever we was on our trucks or we was doing something, we had a call sign. So it'd be like Popeye or something like that. So if your bike had a call sign, what would it be?
oh, I don't know. That's hard. I'm like, hold on. I never thought about that. That's hard because there's so many layers that I could put on that. So many
Well, I
names.
mean, you said it's always in the shop. Might as well
Popeye is
call it back to the
crazy.
shop. Back to the shop. That's what I would call. That's what I would call it. Back to the shop.
You said you call it what?
Back to the shop. Cause you said it's always in the shop.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Oh, you got jokes. Oh, you have jokes.
Jay
Oh,
Stokes. You would. Yep. You want to know your bike
my
name?
bike's name is Midnight. Yes, Midnight. Good old Midnight.
I feel like everybody should have a bike name. If you don't, I don't know what you're doing.
Oh, the funniest thing is when because you know how some people like sit on other people's bikes,
Hmm.
whatever. And I say like, why are you sitting on him? Like that's weird. Guys get up super fast. They're like, oh my gosh, because they think every bike is. I'm like, so dramatic. But as soon as I say it's a guy, and they be like, oh, she's pretty. You're right. Oh, let me tell you,
Nah,
yeah.
cause you be having dudes out there on some pause. Hold on. You know what I'm saying? You can't be doing that to people, man.
I have to because why are you on my bike?
Yo, she out here making everybody uncomfortable. Like, yo, why you straddling that guy, man? Like, oh man, you give people
Like, are
OD
you
pause.
okay? Is you? Oh, Major
OD
Hardly
pause.
said, "Do I ride through the night?" Yes, and I'm actually starting to like riding through the night more, just because allegedly, you can really get to where you need to go. But yes, okay. But going to Detroit, that ride scarred me because of the fog. So next time when I'm going through the mountains, I have to prepare for that.
Well, that's also goes plays into your lights too.
Oh,
When
my
you
lights were great, but still.
well, when you have bright white light, that actually affects the when it's in the fog. But that's why they also have the amber light.
And then through the mountains too. So I'm trying to like be in awe, but I'm like, oh snap fog.
Hey, TD said he didn't name his bike yet. Hey, chat, let's help TD 205 name his bike. All right. Just don't say Mystique because that's already taken.
And definitely not midnight.
Double amber. Yep. That.
Tyrese said pause. You gotta do what you gotta do.
we hey, look, chat. We gotta help TD name his bike before we get off the live tonight.
Yes.
So drop some names, y'all. Drop some names.
Double ambers. Oh my gosh. I love the amber.
I'm gonna do
That's
the one.
now that would do it as far as the road glide thing. Just
Hmm.
to have that would definitely do it. Flame thing is mine. I know that's right.
Hey,
It
if
and it makes sense.
you kicking up flames, man. Let me not be behind you. All right. Let me not. Let me
Listen,
back down.
his bike is nice. Okay, that's what I said. I might get a, I might get another bike soon, chat. Now that I'm thinking about it, because I really
Hey,
want to.
TD, we can call TD bike ozone.
Mm,
Ozone.
now he gonna have to break you off if he takes that name.
I know, man. If everybody start calling it ozone, dog, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna need a
Break
tire
me
or
off.
something. I'm gonna need a tire because I'm running through the tires right now.
Money on the gas car or something. Michelle is mine. I want to know the story behind that. Michelle.
Yeah, what's the story behind that, J Stokes?
Yeah, I want to know the
Like
story
the name
behind that
Michelle.
too. He said, I'd be like, how, yep, yes, you do. I'll give you, yeah. Listen, there's some people that I watch and I'm like, oh my gosh, I be taking notes. Everywhere they be going, I'll be like, all right, gotta go there, gotta go there. Because there's so many places to go, so many scenic routes. And I'm just like, I have to keep reminding myself I have time. You
Yeah,
know, I'm still
Sandy is her name. How'd you get that name?
I'm assuming by the color, if I'm looking at that correctly.
Hmm.
But also I wear glasses, so may not be that accurate.
Shoot, me too. But I'm trying to look at, look at that, look at the picture close. Hold on.
May not be
He
as
said
bad as
indeed
mine.
the color. It'd have been
See?
cool if he had said like SpongeBob or something. I don't know. He's a SpongeBob watcher back in there or something.
Raven, darkness. Yes, Raven. Now I got to see the bike. So many places I'm bad for loops. I'll hit one
Oh,
and
there you go,
venture
right
out.
there. Yeah.
Exactly, which is why I like traveling by myself. Exactly why.
See, TD, everybody else got a name. We should probably just call your bike Evangeline.
No, ozone.
Why not?
No, ozone was
He
better.
I don't think he liked ozone, and he's southern, so I think
He's gonna
Evangeline
he's gonna sleep on it
rolls
and wake
with.
up and be like,
Well, he's saying it right now. We just can't hear him, but he's saying it. He's over there like Evangeline. I like
mm-mm.
that.
I like darkness too. He has a nice bike as well. Yes, I creep on y'all's bikes. Yes, I do. Listen, listen. Everybody in here, listen. The people that support me and like interact with me and stuff,
Mhm.
like I watch. He said, "Down, bro. I gotta sleep on the gym." Like I actually watch because even how y'all say like about my content and like somebody will look at my content, I look at everybody's content, and it's definitely amazing to see people who's been riding for years, um, especially when they do long distance rides. And most of those people that do the long distance rides, they are very helpful as far as like gear. Hey, you might want to go to this stop before you run out of gas, before you get
Yeah.
to the state. Like really good on that. Blackberry, Miss Berry. Okay.
Yeah. If you use BlackBerry.
The, is the bike even a dark purple? Look, I'm like, now I want to see, or is it just black?
It's black.
It's black. I know that's
Ain't
right.
it black, TD? I think yeah, it's
This
black.
time just be to inspire others.
So speaking of gear, um,
Oh goodness.
like have like what gear do you use? Um, like helmet, jacket, boots. What's your go to gear for that?
Ooh. The helmet is HJC. Um, I have like my Harley jacket. I have a duster. I have chaps. I'm not really a glove fan. Like gloves, I'm not really a fan. I have heated grips. I think they kind of spoiled me having heated grips. But I keep it simple. But I am. chat help me out because I heard, to go ahead and get some heated gear before I get on the road. Um,
Hot wire. That's what I got for heated gear.
yeah.
Works great.
You see, I need them gloves. Oh, not the angry face. Oh man, that's
Hey, Facebook Market, man. I'm telling you, I got my heated jacket and gloves off of Facebook Market. Not even gonna lie to you. A lot of stuff I go to Facebook Market for. I put it on the bike, I test it, everything works.
glove. I have to get into the whole gloves thing,
I
and that's
mean,
just
you
not
might as
like
well.
I've never. The last time I wore gloves was when I took the course to make a heating. I know.
Yeah. Especially if you're gonna be riding into the wintertime. I know I like to ride pretty much closer. Being up here, okay, so being up here in CT, well, in New England area anyway,
Mm,
it's it's a hit and miss. Like you can sit here and ride. I would say maybe the end of November, maybe
mm.
beginning of December, but it really just depends on how it wants to be that year. Because last year it didn't start snowing until maybe like January, February time, and you
Let's
can
see.
still be outside.
Can't relate.
Yeah,
It's
it sucks. It sucks. My bike has to be up between. Most people put their
oh,
bike up between like November and March because it still snows in March.
okay. So now, Major Hogley. Now, I will tell you when I was the last trip I did, that rain. No, it did hurt. I'm not gonna lie to you, it did hurt. So now thinking about it, it might be smart. And I saw a video of somebody like on them while they were riding their motorcycle. I'm like just trying to be prepared for everything, gloves and helmet. Yes, and I got fussed at about a jacket, but I have a jacket.
I think I'm gonna end
I
up
have a
getting one of those Daytona helmets. They look pretty
jacket.
nice, and I heard some good things.
Yeah,
Right now, I
that's
rock
true.
Beachy,
Yeah,
riding
I'm gonna
through
go look
northern
at some
states.
gear this weekend, and I'll make sure I
Yeah,
post it so you guys know I actually got it.
yeah, Jay Stokes. It does, and it's already starting to get cold up here in the mornings anyway. So I just throw on my heated jacket.
Hmm.
It's almost like the cold doesn't exist. I love it.
Make sure you get the real one. Hmm.
Black Beauty, Noir, Shadow, Onyx, Black Widow, Ebony, Eclipse,
I like
Shuri. Hey,
Shadow.
look at that! Look at that, TD. You done got so many names, man.
I like Shadow. Daytona helmet. I saw somebody else just post about Daytona helmet. Do we need here? Oh, rain gear. Yes, I get caught in rain every time. Bill's character.
I think I got my yeah, I
And
got my
sometimes I
ring.
just don't feel like pulling over to put it on. So it's not that I don't have it. Sometimes I just don't feel like pulling over.
Man, y'all come up with some good names up here. Dang, TD, you got a lot to
Dang, I
think
like
about.
that. He
I
said
like noir.
icy.
I like noir though. I like noir.
I like that too.
It kind of makes me think of the boys in a way, that TV show.
The
So if
who?
you ever seen the show The Boys? Anybody in the comments ever seen the show The Boys?
Yeah, I really don't watch TV like that. So I would.
It's pretty good. It's a lot of it's like blood and gory. It's supposed to be like a superhero type thing, but they just killing everybody.
Oh, okay.
So it's funny though. It's like dark humor. It's a bunch of dark humor in it.
Marines sure love that, don't they?
Yeah.
This is dark humor, man.
All
Some
right,
people
chat.
laugh, some people think it's weird.
I watch a lot of YouTube too. Like honestly, I've been trying to keep up with everybody's videos. So if you guys got videos, before we get out of here, I'm gonna say if you got videos, um, and I'm not following, subscribe to you or anything like that, you can definitely send me a message or follow me on here on the Left Lane Chronicles YouTube or mine, Shy Will Glide YouTube, or you can find me on Instagram with Shy Will Glide or Left Lane Chronicles. You can reach out to our podcast page on Instagram as well and Facebook. Um, Before we get out of here, uh, do you have anything you would like to say to the viewers um, to leave them with for the night?
No, not really. Definitely, I would like to come support more events. I just ask for like at least a couple weeks in advance. But if you live on a whole nother coast, send it to me a month before. And I just say just get out and enjoy it more. Enjoy riding more. Find you one or two things to do when you go to a new state instead of, being up at somebody's clubhouse drinking, you know. Sometimes it's easy to get caught up, in the party part, but there's so much more life, especially if it's your first time going to that state. I
Mm-hmm.
understand taking pictures in front of the state sign. To me, if I'm riding through a state and I haven't experienced nothing in that state, I don't really count it as me going to that state. Um, so definitely say just relax a little bit more when you're on the road.
And you said mediums are
I can't
waiting.
wait to meet you too. The countdown.
All right, all right, everyone. So I just want to say, Jynxx Rev, your journey proves that the mission doesn't end when your service ends. You've swapped boots for biker boots, rifles for throttles, but the discipline, dedication, and drive still rides with you. To everyone tuned in, make sure you follow her journey because this isn't just about this isn't about getting miles. It's about crossing mindsets. And remember, whether you're rolling into the next state, rolling through the next season of life, stay disciplined, stay daring, and don't be afraid of the left lane. Every ride is earned, every story is shared, and every mile is a memory. And I'll leave y'all with keep them twos down. We out of here.